Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and this little inconspicuous tree here is maybe the tastiest plum in the world, at least in my humble opinion. This is a variety of the Reneclaut or the Greengage. Well, when we come closer you will see it's definitely not green. It has a more pinkish to purplish hue. When they are ripe, well, this little fruit here seems to be kind of ripe. Those are only half ripe. Let's see if we can shake down a couple ripe fruit. Okay. Rotten. Eaten by wasps. Yeah. Well, this is the color of fruit which are like 80% ripe. You can see they are definitely not green. Well, this Greengage was a chance mutation of a seedling of the Greengage. It was discovered in the 19th century by a gardener I think called Prunus. Yeah, because the 19th century in Bohemia, which is now Czechia or the Czech Republic, was quite a feudal time. Of course, he named it after the boss of the hacienda or of the farm where he was working, and the boss was a count of Althanns, and that's why this variety is called Graf Althanns, with 2 N in most literature. Yeah, and since it came from Bohemia or the Czech Republic or back then Czechoslovakia, yeah, it was readily available in Bulgaria, and my grandfather planted one of those in the Balkan mountains of Bulgaria, near his house in his village. Well, this was when the house was already abandoned. Then when my grandfather was over 95, he stopped going to the house at all. But me, I would go to the village several times each summer to check on this single tree. He had hundreds of trees in this village which were abandoned then, but this was the one I never wanted to abandon, because in my opinion this was the tastiest tree he had, and the tastiest tree that was anywhere in the village. I mean, the village was pretty much abandoned, so I could try any tree over there. And from all the hundreds and thousands of fruit trees in my grandfather's village, named Kumani, after the Kumans, who you might know from Kingdom Come Deliverance, well, the tastiest tree in all the village was this Greengage, which is not green. I would go there several times each summer, check when they are ripe, and when they were ripe I would shake them all down, eat a kilo or 2 of them, and take everything else back into town. Because, as I said, in my opinion, this is the tastiest plum ever. If you are following my channel, you will realize I love plums. I made a ton of plum videos lately, and I haven't even uploaded half of them. And then I waited until on my farm in Germany this Greengage Graf Althanns got more or less ripe. Today I'll have to harvest it, despite the fact that it's not completely ripe, but otherwise somebody will beat me to it. So let's try what those almost ripe fruit taste like. First this smallish one. Pretty sweet. Well, then the big one the wasps have already enjoyed. Not completely ripe, but very good. Oh yeah, there is really a lot of competition about the... Okay, the third one is not good. There is really a lot of competition about the tastiest plum, but I think this one beats them all. Yeah, good that it's available in Bulgaria as well as in Germany. What can I say about the trees? They always seem to be a little bit sickly. I've never seen an older tree of this Graf Althanns Greengage which is not a little bit dried up and attacked by fungus and stuff. In fact, I will have to work quite a lot on this tree after I harvest the fruit. It had a lot of drought stress, which adds to all its other problems. But of course I had to wait until the fruit are ripe and until I can make the video. So folks, this was the Greengage, which is not green, the Greengage called Graf Althanns. Maybe the tastiest plum I've ever encountered. Thumbs up to this great gardener, Prohaska, I'm sure that I'm butchering the name, from back then Bohemia. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful countryside of Heidelberg. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.